All right, so the Showstoppers, local winter shopping extravaganza is happening this weekend, and we've had many different makers, artisans, inventors on the show this week. And with us right now, the president, designer, and maker of SuMac and Brown, Sue MacDonald, is with us. How are you?
I'm well. Thank you very much for having me.
It's a pleasure to have you here. Now we're talking about woodworking here, I'm guessing, right?
That's
and
right.
that would explain why there's a lot of wood sitting on this table.
Yes.
How far back are we going when it comes to this?
I have always done creative things, painting, photography, sculpting, things like that, but woodworking is just the last couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
And so SuMac and Brown. SuMac is me.
Yeah.
Brown is my better half, but I'm the one that does the woodworking, actually.
Can we talk about who your better half is? We're allowed to do this here. He's a very famous guy here in the city.
Voice of the Senators, Dean Brown.
Yeah, which is super awesome. So what does Dean do then?
He is my emotional support, my my rock, my big supporter, biggest fan, I think.
Yeah.
I hope.
So he's not woodworking. He's not like.
This is me.
Yeah,
Nope.
this is 100% you.
My mom taught me creativity. My dad taught me how to use tools and safely.
Okay.
So, which is great.
That is very impressive, because
Yeah.
I don't know how to do any of this stuff, right? Like, this is when I see people like you come on the show with all this talent and artistic skill, like, I'm very super impressed right now. We're going to go through some of the items that you have here. Of course, you're going to be bringing this to the Showstopper event happening this weekend. But where do you want to start? Do you want to start at your end here?
Yeah, sure.
What do we
Well,
have?
so actually, the bulk of my business is custom work.
Okay.
So I do a lot of clients will contact me and say, I need a feeding station for my dog or my cat, or I need a piece that's a wine rack that I want to personalize for a friend's wedding.
Yeah.
Things like that. But these are some of the things that I am taking to Showstoppers to show what I can do, and these are items that I make regularly.
Okay.
Lots of gifts for Valentine's Day.
Yeah, of course.
Valentine's Day is coming up, so that's a big
In
focus.
case people didn't know, Valentine's Day is roughly 2 weeks and a bit away, right? So,
Right.
yeah, you probably should get on that. And I love some of the stuff that you brought here that is Valentine's related. I mean, you've got little hearts and whatever, but what exactly would you... Like, they're not Christmas tree ornaments
Well,
or
my
anything
tree
like
is
that.
still up, so maybe you could put them on.
Fair
maybe we'll
enough.
make a Valentine's tree.
That would actually be something, yeah.
So lots of cheese boards are popular right now, and all different exotic woods. And yeah, the hearts are just to adorn some of the other products, and people like to hang them around and feel lovey-dovey.
When it comes to cheese boards, I mean, just as a quick example, like how long would it take you to? Because I mean, it's smooth. It's a beautiful piece, right? And
longer than people think.
Okay. So how
usually,
how much work would go into this?
That one's probably the better part of an hour,
Okay.
beginning to end, because there are certain processes. There's the cutting, and then there's the sanding. Then I soak them in hemp oil, which keeps them food safe.
Oh.
And is an important part to me,
Yeah.
to keep it natural, not using any stains or varnishes. So these are all natural woods.
Okay, wonderful. And we've got some photo frames here.
Yeah, actually,
believe.
that's our sign for Showstoppers.
This is the
trying
sign
to
for Showstoppers. It would have been
show
awkward if I did the whole interview like this. So. Yeah. Okay, fair enough.
And so just in case anyone hadn't heard, the Showstoppers is this weekend in Sandy Hill.
Yeah.
And Laurier and Chapel, and in the most beautiful old church. It's a great setting.
All Saints Church, right? 317 Chapel Street. And I know we have a couple more artisans, makers on the show this afternoon too. So let's go all the way down here, because this is something that you were pointing out to me before in our pre-interview. This is very cool and unique, what you have right here.
Yeah, these are bee houses.
Bee houses.
So, I hadn't even heard of them until a friend of mine who's a gardener, Angelina Singson, she's a local Ottawa gardener. She told me about mason bees, and that if you put these mason bee houses around your garden, flower beds, orchard, it can help increase your yield. These mason bees are solitary bees. They live on their own. And they like to live in little holes in wood, little holes made by grubs or woodpeckers. And they're called mason bees because they actually use mud to hole themselves into the little hole. And they're really great pollinators because they're not collecting pollen for a hive. They just live on their own. They only take what's for themselves, but they end up transferring a lot as they go from flower to flower.
Okay.
And they're actually also not as aggressive as regular bees, because they're not protecting a hive or a queen. The males actually can't sting, and the females rarely sting, only if they're directly threatened.
Provoked.
So, yeah.
Stay away from the queen bee.
Right.
No? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. How long would it take you to make something like this? Because this seems very intricate.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty time consuming. So that a piece like the one you're holding right there might be about 2 hours of work. Yeah.
Wonderful.
So.
And we can find all this weekend at the Showstoppers event.
That's right. Absolutely.
Okay, you'll have a booth all set up. And
that's right. It's my second go at Showstoppers. There was one in December, and it was amazing. It was really, really great. Shout out to Catherine Landry, our the head of the Ladies Who Lunch, and she's Call Betty Marketing. She's been great to mentor a lot of us.
She's done a wonderful job promoting this upcoming event. And now if people can't make it to Showstoppers, obviously you've got a website. You're selling this stuff online. How can we get a hold of you?
I am SuMac and Brown, and spelled out. So I'm SuMac and Brown on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and my website, sumacandbrown.com.
Can you quickly go, Bobby Ryan scores?
No, and I won't call Scramble either.
What? All right, congratulations on this amazing initiative.
Thank you.
And it's impressive stuff. And just in time for Valentine's as well. Get a gift for your lady or man, simple as that. More Daytime coming up. Is this true? Charmaine Broughton is here. Who knows what we're going to be eating next? I know I'll be eating something on Daytime.